Hats went in the store. Hats told the dude told me, he said, yeah, he asked me if I wanted him trespass, but he ain't bothered nobody. I said, got him. Because I was around the corner working on a car. And Travis kept blowing my phone up, kept texting my phone. I finally answered. I said, what's up? He said, man, your boy up here tripping. I said, who? He talking about this nigga Hatch from Ohio. Everybody know he's from. I don't know how that nigga Hatch from Ohio. So I walked up there, and by the time I got up there, Sergeant Gerard was up there. And Gerard was like, King, what are you doing out here? I said, Sarge, man, why Hatch do the most? Like, this man ain't bothering nobody, man. And then on top of that, if the dude inside did ask to have this man trespass, he can't have it both ways. Because, Sarge, if you come up here by 8:30, 9 o'clock, he outside smoking cigarettes with these brothers and drinking beer with these brothers.
Come on.
And giving them credit for money they ain't got. But when they get their little dope money, they come in, like, we can't do that, man. It has to look stupid. And, but that's the give and take right there, man. That store is a cancer. They need to burn down.
Where is the store at?
Isn't that right across from that?
Right, okay. I know a little.
Right across
The
from
liquor store. Yep. And they got a picture of, what is that, Gator something painted on the side?
Yeah, they got like a little mural thing on the side.
I'm like, at least paint a picture of Malcolm X or somebody.
It's the only store in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They got that in that nasty Chinese spot, that little red and white place.
That's what closed down.
Hits.
No.
It did, but it's back open.
Yeah, because they did close down. They found a dog.
They found a dog.
I'm pretty, because I wasn't doing there. I knew that wasn't no.
Man, that place is over.
Yeah, it's
They
open
was
now.
nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. I be in there once.
People was being there making that joke.
Like you say, have lines. I'm like, man, what y'all eating, man?
They be packing veggie bar.
Yeah.
People standing in line.
Let me tell you how nasty that store is. You know that stop sign right there? Right there on 8th Ave?
Yeah.
Where you go in, you got to turn around. That stop sign right there, where Robbie used to stand and sell little bean pies.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in FTO, that's where the FTO will take you. You'll park right behind the store and just sit off in the cut. And any car that does a stop bar violation, you'll stop them. That's like a practice thing. So, but when you sit behind that store, all you smell, it is just pure yuck. It is disgusting. The concrete is so filthy, it's greasy. You can't pull off because the car will whip. That's how nasty it is back there. Under the dumpster, it's this. Who want to eat from there?
Jake.
But we eat from the Jake eat from there every day. We eat from there. It's the pungent, nasty, and it's their trash, their grease, everything over there. It's just that store. The back of the building is just grease on the walls and the concrete. It's disgusting. Yeah. And if you go to the window, you can't see inside.
Now, how they don't get no audit over there?
Because they serve food up.
Bro,
That's what it is.
they make bread.
Yeah,
We don't care, but
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can say food over here like that.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not serving no chicken over there.
Nah.
That's right.
Then they do on Mom's Kitchen like that. They show that down for like fire hazards or something like that. So they did with Omar.
And Omar too.
Stinks.
And killed his contract over there in Celebration.
Now, you know who a food I will eat? Chicago. The brother that sell barbecue chicken and all of his push cart.
Oh, yeah.
I eat from him. That's a real brother right there. That brother go to Publix and Walmart every day, and it's like on Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, he be out there in front of that cooking out the little bucket.
Yeah.
I support Chicago. He can cook,
You can cook.
but we
You know
don't.
about that.
So, nah, brother, nah, he legit, man. The brother got good.
I believe he is. Push
A
button.
push button. That's all I'm gonna say.
That man can't get no loan from the bank.
That man that took a push button
Chinese
and made a
folks
grill
put all
on
the
it.
money, man. Chicago good people, man. He good people. Yeah.
So into it. You
Yeah.
want to eat? Nah, but just keep that.
That's real. Hey, I'm long. Y'all gotta shut me up. I get long with
I
it, man.
jotted some stuff down, man. I just wanted us to kind of start considering we're in the wine down this year, and you know, I think for us, it's a time of like evaluation, because we said coming at the top of the year that we kind of wanted to just take this first year to kind of, we didn't want to have all this structure and all this stuff. Cause we like, we want to know how to do this. We ain't never been this way here before, and we wanted to take this time to kind of just make sure that our families were understanding the transition, making sure our kids were solidified, dealing with some of the trauma that they had to deal with in being in church all their life, seeing relationships strained, and like, making sure that they were kind of solid. Yeah. And so we're coming to the end of that, and I jotted down a couple things that was on my heart as far as Berean counseling as we are going forward. But one of the things I want that I feel we all need to do, and I think you talked about this in your lesson on Shabbat. But and I'll just read what I wrote down. I was like, we need to ensure that we as an assembly of families are continually being transformed by the word. And what I meant by that was we got to be intentional in aligning our daily living with that it comes into alignment with Torah standard.
Right.
You know, as much as lie within us. And so I know for me, like, and I joked about it 2 Shabbats ago about just knowing that every Saturday we observing the Sabbath, we're resting, we're fellowshipping. It's not a day to labor and doing things. So on the Friday, and you shared some testimonies about that when you guys first came on board about just making sure that preparation is a day that you take to get stuff in line so that when the Shabbat comes,
we can rest.
You can rest. You can observe it. You can be about the things of Yah. You can be about fellowship. And so, you know, and I know for us, like even with me, the front part of this year, my kids were like involved in sports. I know your kids are involved in sports now. But at some point, and you said this Saturday, like at some point, like when we gonna unplug? Like when we gonna start being self-sufficient and have a league on Sunday for our kids to be a part of? And really, because we gotta honor the Most High. Like we gotta obey what He says, and after a period of time has passed, you can only say that when we're transitioning. Like at some point,
you got to be transitioned.
Change, you know what I'm saying? At some point, change, you know, and so I know that I'm like taking inventory of that in my life, just even with trying to figure out. Like I know we all married, and we know them wives don't always. They you know, I always tell, especially when I was in marriage enrichment, like the woman gonna lead with her emotions, but that ain't wrong. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. They hardwired to them. It's necessary, you know, and it's the buffer for us because we're just analytical and logical. And we're like, oh, okay, 1 + 1 2. Let's do this. Like I ain't feeling that. The wife like I ain't feeling that. Right. Well, 1 + 1 = 2 though. Right. You know, and so it's like that constant, you know, trying to as a man trying to, you know, learn my wife and lead her in the way that she should go. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's not, you know, just self-explanatory. It's some praying and patience and letting her learn. You know, bump her head a couple times. Me bump my head a couple times too. But just making sure that as an assembly of families that we are marching to the same beat, that there are no divisions among us about stuff like that. We got to be marching to the beat of the Ruach. And you always say, sometimes you're funny, Darius, because you'll say, when I was teaching the other Shabbat, I was like, "Do God rest?" He's like, "It said He rests, so evidently He rests." Darius be that. He's like, "That's what it says." So I mean, He got time. He rested. But that's kind of like how we gotta be, like in our lives. It's like, you know, just being kind of as matter of fact about stuff like that. And so, that's just something I wanted to put out there. One of the things I wanted to put out there. I mean, if anybody wanted to chime in on that, definitely could chime in on that. But this is December, and you know,
it's time.
It's time. It's time. So.
It is time.
Yeah, y'all pray for me.
What's you talking about, dude?
I mean, that's true. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the same boat sometimes. I guess we all are.
Yeah.
Well, you know, everyone's perfect, but you know, we all got to get to that point where, and we talk about it because that's where our heart is. Our heart is that, man, when we ever gonna get across this mountain? When we get across this season, and you jump across that season, but another season comes, you be like, man, and then right after that season, the season that you got through, you back at that season. So you praying for Yah to bring you through, but it's going to be the fellowship and you know, what we have together. That's going to help strengthen that because, you know, one of the things of Berean Council and read, and Byron always go over it, which is families, and that's what the attack is the most.
Yeah, I mean,
in Israel right now, I always see posts about the marriages and things like that, and then you be looking at Berean Council. A lot of times people look at Berean Council like a lot of people rely on us for help. But I mean, beyond that, just amongst us, we can encourage each other. I know, Darius, you opened up your house plenty of times. I know that last fellowship we had at your house and Jason's house as well. I think the last fellowship was at Jason's house. That was, I like it when I see my wife interacting and involved and all the wives.
Yeah, man.
Involved with. That's the outlet.
that's what I need. That's where it start, man. One of the things I did learn in this walk is when it comes to them, when it comes to our wives, sometimes we just got to do. Like, look, this is the way I'm going. So either you coming or you ain't. And you make your own mind up. And that's how it has to be sometimes. You have to, you got to set the standard. Hey, I ain't rocking out this way.
Right.
But listen to me. I'm telling you what I'm not doing. You do your own research. You do your own studying. And whatever you come up with is on you. But I'm telling you what I ain't doing.
I'm going to tell you this too, man. I don't know how to tell you, but I would be encouraged, man, that this Shabbat. Now, I know it took a lot for you to let your wife get up there and say it.
No, man, listen. I told her, though.
I know that she said that.
I told her.
She said that.
Like you
I saw they looking at her like, well.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But that was encouraging, man.
It is. I mean, this how I honestly, man, I've been in so many situations. I've been around so many people, man, that literally look to me, man. So I just, if we gonna be it, be it. That's what I told her. I said, man, we gonna be what we are. Yeah. So if we have a drag down WWE blowout, then so be it.
I said, that's how you know your family right there, bro. You put it out there. I just feel this way, and this is how I feel about it.
That's real.
But it opened up, it lets you know that the presence that you can create is real. And it opens others up as well. So I just wanted to, I told you that I was encouraged. I told you what I was.
Sound like you let y'all teach until y'all got it out of the way. That's what it was. What's up? I ain't finna get up there nothing. Then the kids tell on you. Mom and dad teaching.
No, listen, you know what's crazy? My kids ain't like that. That's the funny thing. They
like that?
They really not. They see us, they think it's okay. Like they think anybody that's perfect, honest, no joke. Them girls, if they see you too goody two shoes, they don't want to be around you.
Like it ain't real.
Yeah, they be like, they fake. I'm telling you, like Heaven, she'll call them out in an instant. You don't do what? All right. We'll find out. That's her shit. We'll find out. And she'll just sit back and be quiet. Won't say a word to you. Then when she see what she want to see, told you so. I knew what you was. That's how that is, man. But
I think it's important for us as the leaders to really elevate our passion when it comes to things like that. And I'm not questioning anyone's passion about it. Just generally speaking, because my father used to always tell us, even not just in church but in the home, he used to always tell us that everything rises and falls on leadership. If it's gonna be good, it's gonna be because of the leaders. It's gonna be bad, it's gonna be because of the leaders.
that's real.
And we have a unique opportunity in where we are as an assembly to establish something very special. And I believe that Berean Council is going to be very unique in the awakening. I feel that Berean has a very unique calling in this assembly. And I don't think it's by accident that we kind of experience some of the things we do with. I mean, we didn't look at ourselves as like, man, we struggling, man. We trying to make it. But then, the report is like, man, the Berean brothers got together. I'm like, boy, y'all literally spent about a week with us. Y'all like, well, them Berean brothers need some work, boy. But it's not us. Sometimes it's what the Most High puts on you.
Right.
And, you know, like David wasn't desired, you know, but Most High said he gonna do everything in my heart. I know that. I got him. Don't David's and the mother ones. He the one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel, you know, I feel something to that degree about us and why at this time it's important for us to really band together. You've been saying that a lot there.
Mhm.
Like to band together. You've been on that a lot. About I love we the brothers. We got something special, but we gotta own what we have and have a honor for it in such a way that we don't treat it any kind of way.
Mhm.
We value the time.
Mm-hmm.
We value, you know, we regard one another.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I have really just enjoyed about being in this space that I'm in now is like I don't ever feel like I'm being judged by y'all.
Bro,
I don't ever feel like
that's
I'm
the
being
relief.
judged.
That's
like,
such a relief.
man, listen. And so
Church.
that's been a breath of fresh air, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. I know that my brothers have my best interest at heart. I know that when they see me, in spite of my flaws,
Mm-hmm.
that my brothers be like, man, Reg, that's my brother. Got you. You know, and so I just think that, you know, this is what's before us, and I think my heart is for us to be really clear about that and really elevate that standard and that value for it, that it pushes us to be doers,
Mm-hmm.
you know, begin to do so.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I had on that. Anybody else?
Gabe, what's up?
What's that?
You?
I got nothing, man. That's good. Red had an elder.
I was just thinking that too.
Elder Darius.
Yeah, that's real.
Elder Red.
That's real.
Nah, man.
Elder guy. Elder went to Detroit. I saw you in the back jamming, boy.
Well, y'all, listen, that was the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
I wish y'all could have called. I was so zoned out in the first 2-3 songs. I couldn't get it, man. Oh man, them boys is doing their thing now. They really was. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah,
And then
next my visit, Lucy Bambi, give me the address and stuff, cause Benjamin didn't want to give me Ron Dalton number. I'm gonna call him. Or even what's your boy out there?
Dalton live in Detroit?
Pastor.
Yeah. Kenneth Howard.
Kenneth Howard.
Yeah.
I said, you know.
Is he in Detroit too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't know, you know.
So that's where Ron is based at, Dalton?
Mhm.
Detroit?
Mhm.
All of them up there.
Yeah.
They up there, Josie. All of them. If I'd have known that, I'm like, boy, where y'all at? Oh, okay. Shoot. But, my son,
How's Project go?
he didn't get a chance to present his presentation because all of a sudden it wasn't working.
The server or something.
The server.
At the
Other
school?
kids, other kids were able to. So he texted me. He said it's not working. I said okay. I said download it to YouTube. I already did. I said okay. I said
They should have worked.
he said he thinks Alachua County, because it was connected with the web, may have
Blocked it.
censorship on certain things. So I was like, I said, well, Caleb, play the hard copy off your computer. I said, it ain't gotta be loud, just play it off the computer. So he was supposed to get permission from the teacher, so I don't know if they did or not. I said, well, I don't care. You just better get an A from the teacher. That's what I said.
She needs
As
to
long as she sees it,
Yeah.
that's fine. But it's just like other stuff. My wife was kind of bringing me on. You know, Caleb used to be part of the media in the morning. It was a black teacher. She's the one that took him off. You know, on his field trip.
The same teacher?
Yeah, on the field trip to Busch Gardens, she had him assigned with a whole bunch of white girls, and I was just like, okay. So like, you know, I try to make a balance with everything. Like I tell my wife, I said, okay, well, I said, before we go attacking teachers, I said, has he got any referrals in there? No, he ain't got no referrals. Has she got any emails? No. I said, so now when I go to deal with this teacher, these are things.
Why?
Like, if
There's a problem.
yeah, if there's a problem
Mhm.
on certain things, I haven't got no referrals, I ain't got no emails, I ain't got no nothing. So what's going on? So I just told Caleb, I just said, well, just let me know. I just want to know the grade.
See,
And so if you shoot now,
So he didn't get to present his?
he did not.
Was there
present it.
a written portion to this project?
Well, he
as well?
turned in the written portion.
Okay.
But what happened is I got an email saying you can do 4 things. There's a video. You can do a video. You can do it like a board.
Right.
And something else. It's like 3 to 4 things. Of course, Caleb chose to do the video, or the trailer.
Excellent.
So when he texted me, he said the other kids were able to play theirs. So I probably have to ask what the other kids talked about.
Right.
You know, so, and this is a black teacher, so, you know, but like I said, I've had other issues because when the what's the guy that works there? One of the Hutchisons. Brad. Him and the in-school detention teacher discussed. Asked Caleb who his dad was, and
Yeah.
it's just that stuff. So, and, you know, like I said, you know, I said, well, just you point people in my direction if that's the case. So I don't know. Like I said, I really don't care. Just you better get that A.
Right.
I don't care.
If he put it
If
in
you
work.
ain't on it, you better get that A.
Experts.
If
I
it's
showed you. You talking about that video?
anything
Yeah, I
else,
showed you.
then I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah, man.
All right. If you're telling me, you know, if you're telling me, like I was talking to my mom, it's like if you're telling me that he can't present this because of some bad content, are you telling me slavery is considered bad content? Then what the heck you teaching history for?
Right. Exactly.
You know,
That's
so
crazy.
you know, and if you're telling me it's false, I'm like, what?
Now we got a whole nother.
I
Right,
hope
true.
he ain't saying that,
Right.
because let me just stay in Gainesville history alone. All
So
right.
what's your follow-up?
So he's just gonna let me know tomorrow if she's. I guess hopefully she went home, she watched it, but if he gets an A, that's all I care about.
You're
I don't
cool.
even care.
About a presentation.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
If she don't allow him to show it to the class, he just better get an A. Period. Hands down, and that's all I care about. If he tell me any other thing outside of an A, I want to meet.
But what's crazy is it's a presentation, and I'm sure there's a rubrics to what you should do.
Right.
And a part of that rubrics is articulation, voice projection, eye contact with the crowd. So if he get anything less than an A, then that's not fair.
That's not
You
fair.
didn't give that man a chance to perform
That's
the
right.
rubrics.
That's right.
That's
So
crazy.
I just said, don't trip. I said, just let me know tomorrow. So.
You gotta still let him present.
Yeah.
Yeah, she need to.
Well,
Tomorrow he presented today, right?
he couldn't present it.
How,
today.
how many different slides was it? Did you count them?
Oh man.
Because he could take pictures and just.
I don't. He
And
probably,
just talk and talk through
he
it.
probably could just do the slide. I don't know. I mean, the video is less than 2 minutes, so.
It's a minute and 34 seconds.
Man,
Yep.
we get a TV in that room. They can show the video.
You know what I'm saying? That
Well,
don't even sound
Let
right.
me, because I know sometimes like with Riker House, boys can't access certain stuff because of the web and stuff. But
It's a file.
If tell what he can, then.
well, no, this is what I told him. This is what I told him
the
to
Apple
do.
TV.
Well, that too.
Hmm.
But this is what I told him. I
Very
said, like I said, basically, I was like, man, find out tomorrow. I said, just let me know if the teacher will allow you, just to play it off your thing.
Yeah.
And I said, people can go 5 times.
Huh?
Huh?
Every teacher has a TV in the room.
Everybody has a TV in the room.
Put it on TV. It's easy. He got the file. You gotta upload the file to YouTube. If YouTube shut down, you got the file. You can still get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I told him, I told him just to play. I told him, if you have the opportunity, play the file off your computer. Don't matter. I don't care. Just play it off the computer. And people need to come 5 at a time to see it. Play it, put it where they can see it, hold it up. I don't care what you do. So that's what's going to be the follow up. Did she, and if she didn't, and she's still giving the A, I ain't gonna make a fuss. Like whatever, because y'all must know. But anything less, man, I'm having that conversation.
Yeah, we got. It's time to.
We got to have the conversation.
That's
And
real.
that's where, sometimes you have these meetings with the teachers, and all of a sudden, well, your child's been doing this. No. Don't tell me that we ain't even here for that.
No.
Because at this point, it was an issue with his behavior. Where the
Why-
referrals?
yeah, why you
where your
said that?
emails? No, it's because I come to address you about this project. And I don't hear all that. So, I ain't, so. But for her sake, yeah, because for her sake. And my wife was like, I don't play all that. I said, no, just hold up. You the mad black woman. I'm gonna give you an opportunity, but let me, because I want to go through all the process. I want to make sure everything is strung out. So, Mike Tier told me he went up there today too. He said, no, they said, no, that should have been allowed to play. I said, I don't know. I said, we'll see. I'd like to know what the other kids, what their project was, to be honest.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but yeah, man, that was my day. So,
Yeah, that was a piece of work. That was hard work, man. That was good.
That really was.
I did, Ms. Tanya reached out to the Berea Council. And I responded about Tanya Clemens.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to give money. She wants to know what kind of account we got set up. And so we don't have an account per se, but we will set one up moving in 2020. She said, "What can she do right now to give?" She's
Bring them Nimrod dollars.
so.
Brendan Nimrod.
Yeah, bring me them Nimrod dollars. But I told her that when we have Shabbat, she can give, but.
That's one of my points on here. I said we needed to have a treasury to create a legitimate resource.
She wants to operate off an electronic type way, so she can just send it.
Yeah, we gotta set up a cash app or
You know
something.
what I'm saying? So
People
if
send
you
like
use
quick
Cash App, then you gotta have an account. But
Mm-hmm.
what we could do is, we just need to get an account. I won't say attach it to somebody personal.
Once we
account.
do that, you do that. Don't you? We need to look into how that, like EIN.
Well, let's just talk to the assembly
Open up a
about
personal
Unless-
account.
we ain't trying to depend on.
Right.
We're not really trying to depend on man's system.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know,
is it wrong just to create some form, just a form of just say Berea Council savings account, and they can just shoot money to that and just that way.
A bank would want. They're gonna ask you as a
Not bank,
business
credit union.
They're still gonna want
You
to
have to
know.
open a personal account.
Mhm.
The only way you can get around and keep like some type of like
Control.
regular, just
There is already a Berea account. You can change the routing number to whoever's name or personal account.
Where's the,
Like, say if you go to bank, tomorrow and create and create a personal account and get a routing number, there's already a Cash App and PayPal account we already have set up. We just put that
Right. In
routing number in that
in
field.
that app.
It's been said that we just hadn't used it because we were trying to figure out what we're gonna do with it.
Crystal has an account that don't nobody know about.
We do
About
now.
to be 300 G's. But
That's real, nah.
put some more money in there.
300 G's, 300,000.
Yes, get when they get paid, but
We the
Skeeter don't know
people.
about it.
Really? Yeah. Because he will
Blow it. She would blow it, but she just give it away. So Crystal was like, some chick, I don't know who this chick is, but she get whatever she want.
Mm.
So Crystal was like, she ain't getting nothing. So Crystal went and reset all her account up. Dr. Carrillo's, he's the family lawyer. He was like, yeah, they agreed. So hopefully by December, sometime in December, y'all should be. So I'll call you up, a big check up.
The money.
I need to drop like that.
That's real, boy. Oh.
So we need to, figure that out. We need to, I guess, just, sit down and come up with something that's going to be respectable. I mean, especially for like people, when we're dealing with people, so in their finances, we need to be able to give an account, like a real account for it. So,
Also, the weekend purpose for the family, $20 a paycheck. It's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
We can do that.
40 a month.
40 a month.
Yeah.
per person,
Per person.
per individual,
Per family.
Per family.
Nothing burdensome. We do that, and then along with whoever else decides, because anytime Carlton get, he get like 200. Families just give. Angelo gave him 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't even including me.
Hmm?
That wasn't even including what he gave to me.
See.
If it wasn't for y'all and that brother right there, I would have liquidated all that stuff, man, and took it to the house. And the gym would have been done. So, I mean, what you're saying is so precious, bro. It's so valuable. You know how many kids in the blessed because of what y'all did, bro? Just yesterday. I'm just tearing up thinking about, a brother got a place to rest his head right now. A brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, what you talking about is powerful, bro. It take from inside.
That's That's right.
We can solve so many problems. What the word declares, money solves all problems.
We got and we got work to do because I was last night and my wife, yeah, and it's funny how we were just like we were all engaged, just talking about random stuff that didn't mean nothing. But I brought up like what we gonna do with the family. I brought up like what we gonna do together as a family, and I just watched like the mental, like they just like checked out. I just watched it. I'm like, y'all just check. I'm like, y'all just check out of that conversation. Like y'all, we can
What's
sit
the
here
question
and
you
shoot the
asked?
breeze about what can we do as a family to start building family wealth. Like whether that's get into real estate, what's something we can do, and huh?
Was Lee there?
No, I'm talking about mom.
That's Tiffany.
Here at the Outback last night.
restaurant.
Well, I missed that conversation.
Yeah, Tiffany was right there because Tiffany came to show me the about the hair units. She's like, "Can you do these?" I'm like, I said, "Yeah, I could get trained to do them." Yeah.
Men's
so,
hair
so we was talking about.
My
that.
man, don't
She's
you do
like,
that.
This guy made
Wait,
so much money, and I
wait.
showed her another barber last year that did it for a year. I took him maybe
I was
half a
waiting
million
on
dollars.
that to say something.
Cut.
But
It's
he's
good
not-
money though, there.
Cut.
It's like $350 a
What's he
pop,
doing?
bro.
What is
Man, don't you be putting no weeds
listen,
on no man, dog.
listen, that wasn't that. I'm just telling you what my sister-in-law brought to me.
Alright.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, because she's about to get some other kind of like certification to do something, whether it's nails or something. I forgot what she said. And I was like,
That's crazy. My cousin, literally before I came here, my cousin called me about franchising Body Freeze, like how they use like it's like a chamber to freeze the fat off you,
like a cryogenic?
something like that. You put them in salons. It's like a vending machine almost. Like you put them in a spa.
They just sit in there.
And they just and they come out and train the people in the spa. You just own the machine,
You lose weight?
huh? Yeah, you lose weight from
Yeah,
it.
it freezes body fat, and the body fat dissipates.
Mhm.
That's the devil.
I was like,
It works, huh?
But I was just saying, like, when it
Where
comes
is
to
it
stuff
at?
like that, our
What
people
you-
just don't,
Bro,
we just,
you said check out is
we
it.
just checked out.
it's real, man.
I don't know what's worse. They checking out on Israel. They just check.
Here's a thought, y'all, and it's really feasible, it's really doable. We all could ship on a vending machine. And we could find a location and put the vending machine somewhere, and let that vending machine churn dollars for any expedition that we would like to do as a congregation.
Hey man, put it in the right aisle.
What?
I'm telling you, I guarantee you, there will be no snacks in there.
So
by
that-
the end of the week.
So there's an ethical part to it too.
What you put
What
in
would we
there.
put into it? Because I'm not selling no
Ruffles.
Look.
Give me some
Niggas,
That's
be
it.
gone.
Reese's
Oh,
Pieces.
man, they ain't trying to kill them. I got you.
We kill
So,
them.
but it's a thought. I
Don't
mean,
put it there because they were like, what is in there? Pistachio.
plantain chips.
That's
Dried mangoes.
But that's just like how the story we are. Like, you always say, like, well, we value everything that's to our demise, man. Anything for our good, man, I ain't got time for that, man.
Yeah, man.
Good grief.
But that, I mean, that's something that come out donate $4 a family every week or every month. You were saying? Or
Yeah,
Yeah. $40 a month.
Man, like that's somebody who I really love and adore. And that's Antoine. I love Antoine. That brother got a zeal. But I'm like, bro, just hold on, slow down. Just slow down, slow your roll. Cause everybody ain't, hopping like you hopping, bro. But what's in him is what's needed within our people, man. We need to be aggressive with our economic endeavors. And so
Absolutely.
I hate that he's never around, man. But it's like this that we could easily purchase a vending machine amongst the husbands and the wives.
Mm-hmm.
One vending machine, like it'd probably be like $150 a piece. You know what I mean? And brand, or maybe $250 a piece. A brand spanking new vending machine. You can find a spot to put it, and literally assign a couple brothers or a husband and a wife to monitor it. And every month or when I worked at Pepsi, I was doing machines every week. I had a vending machine at one time, and it pumped like $150, $200 a week. The dollar thing didn't even work. That was quarters and dimes and nickels. Remember? No, you don't remember. And the freezer portion didn't even work. I had to go by every now and then and knock off the ice. And then I open it up and take a big old 5-gallon bucket and catch all that change. And go to the bank and do. So, and the dollar portion, I couldn't even take dollars. I had it in a paint and body shop where Publix is on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
That side road on the north side of Publix is a carpet store now, tile store.
Oh yeah. I know
That
what you're
used to
talking
be a
about.
paint and body shop. White cat named Mike. He let me put it in there. Them white boys, all they drink Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. It's a feasible. It's nothing that we couldn't accomplish, man. And then that would pay for trips. That would pay for hotel stays. It would pay for feasts. We could throw down. But, let's test the waters, man, and do some research on that.
Definitely.
I mean,
You check that out and then bring specs on it.
got it.
Also keep an eye out for a facility, man.
Someone knows
Yeah.
too.
That would pay for the facility.
Yeah.
That vending machine would pay.
Has anybody been paying attention when you're out and about? Anybody?
Yeah,
Always.
Like a building, I think
What
it's still a
pictures?
building
Let's go pictures.
on Main Street, on 8th Avenue.
You ain't seen no
That one
pictures.
building, I don't
Oh,
think
so-
somebody been there yet.
Where was that at?
You got the carport,
See how you did?
Like right
I ain't seen no pictures.
the U-Haul.
No, I'm saying I'm
Yeah.
trying to think.
Everybody
You did
moving
send
there.
something. I don't know.
So two locations. One where the boxing guy used to be. That's still vacant.
Yeah.
And then on 8th Avenue, right catty corner from the police department, where Renall used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to
Yeah.
Renall. In the center of that lot, there's a huge glass opening area, and it has 3 carports on the east side of it. In the center, I don't know who owns that whole property, but there's a
We want to be by GPD.
that'll be awesome. There's a yogurt shop.
Jay for us. Let's see you right now. I don't know about me.
Darius got me, dog. I ain't worried about nothing.
No, I'm
Nah.
saying me. Then shoot, walking.
Huh.
That's Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Woody.
Hey, I'm almost. What is Mr. Thomas doing with rugs around his shirt? I need to talk to him. This is Hebrew stuff.
But
Yeah,
bro,
boy.
vending machine would pay
Surveillance.
for an investment like that. Ain't nothing to it.
Gotta find a nice spot, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
want it to look nice. I don't want to be like,
Right. Roughing it.
you see the camp, boy, some of the camp spots, I be like, boy, garage. I'm like David sitting in the house, boy, anybody gonna build a mobile house? He can dwell, we ain't dwelling in this right now.
You gotta get in where you fit in, though.
And what can we do for knocked out 3? Trying to create a schedule for content and maintaining a healthy presence and voice on social media. Like what's feasible for everybody as far as whether it's
And off the box, man, should be a teaching roundtable.
all of them.
That's
Well-
only 2 months.
Well, we're moving. Well, my other point on here was
How many?
Again, transitioning into weekly Shabbat gatherings and or establish platform for consistent studying of scripture, prayer, fellowship outside of weekly Shabbat.
There's a whole bunch of us around here.
And the thing is, the only reason I'm saying it sounds like a lot, but we gotta be careful that we don't get spoiled. Because when we was at New Life,
We work, boy.
listen, Monday, Mighty Men of Christ, Tuesday, Bible study,
Wow.
Wednesday, choir rehearsal, Thursday, intercession prayer,
Friday
Friday
night live
nights.
on Friday.
No, we ain't doing all that.
It was,
No,
so I'm just saying, like that grind is like, I
Man,
mean,
It ain't called for.
we don't got to do all that.
right.
If Sabbath is commanded, so that's not even,
Boom.
that ain't even included.
No.
We got to do that anyway. But anything else we do is just something we got to kind of schedule and agree on what's feasible for everybody.
Mhm.
It's the day that we're gonna do our brew shop, and it can be a day in the week that we just rotate that day on what we're gonna do. Maybe it's a fellowship one day, maybe it's a video thing another day, maybe it's just a talk like this, but whatever that is, it's on that day. And so you ain't got all these days. Well, brew shop is Thursday. Bible study is on. No, we're not gonna have all these different days. It's gonna be that day and what we're gonna do on that day. We can schedule that out way ahead of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you on
I
that.
know the end of the week is rough for me, Thursdays. I mean,
Right.
you know.
But beginning is better for you. And is it necessary that we do this once a month?
What's that?
Recap this? We ain't got to
Yeah,
do
we
this
gotta
every
do
week.
this, yeah, this can be
Once a
every
month?
Once a month.
And I mean, our communication through Telegram, I think, is phenomenal. We keep up.
We forget Telegram. We got a whole bunch of making.
We do.
We follow up with the
Yeah, we
whole
do.
Ocala crew because this.
Yeah, them
Well,
boys
and
ain't
I
been
do.
there.
Sometimes I text.
Are they not on the Telegram?
Yeah,
pulled themselves
yeah,
up?
he is, bro. What's the name is? Hold on.
Who?
Moultrie and all them boys.
Yeah, one of them is. One of them.
Only person that be on that thing is Sam.
No, I'm saying no.
Sam's the one that talk.
Yeah,
Sam's the one that
yeah,
say
Sam
something.
on Telegram?
Right. Sam will talk.
Man, I ain't been on Telegram in a minute.
Okay, so they both. One of them.
You be on.
Io Moultrie, the one with the dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's this guy right here. He's on here.
Yeah, they're on there. But Sam's the only one that keeps talking. You right.
It's just one. No, I'm talking about the.
He on our Telegram chat.
Cozell and what's the brother name? Brothers. They're not on there.
It's just one.
Demetri.
Yeah, so it's just one.
Yeah, Cozell's on there. Twan on there.
Jason, Jeff, E. Riddick, Sam, Darius, Brian, Cozell, Antoine.
Yeah. Yeah, D is not on none of them. Demetri.
Probably when's the last? I don't have numbers. Anybody talk to
It's
them?
been a while since they came by.
Anybody talk to them? Just, I mean, the truth of the matter is, you know, if they're teaching and doing stuff down there, then by all means, you know, I know it's a drive.
I don't think they are.
To what you call it.
Yeah,
Just
but
find out.
I'm saying since they were coming to our,
We
Find
gotta
out
check in
No,
on
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
need to check in and find out, you know, what.
The last
What's
time
going
they
on?
came, it's been a while.